welcome to Ultimate Standard 2020 tournament bracket. We have our top 32 decks now that we're going to try and battle to see which standard deck from all time can win against all these other decks. I'm Brandon Patton, and Mark Bromwich will be playing against me. Today we have Mythic Conscription versus Goggles, which is interesting. Both decks have some Eldrazi in them. Actually, does Mythic Conscription even have any? It has the Eldrazi Conscription spell. And I think we've decided Mythic Conscription is the heavy favorite. Okay, so I will play. Okay, checking out my hand here.
I'm going to mulligan that, I think. I'm not sure if I did the right thing mulliganing, but...
It's hard with that deck, but you can get really good 5-card hands. And with the new mulligan rules, you probably can set that up with a Lotus Cobra or something. So
yeah, maybe do this one more time. Yeah, I'm going to go down to 5 with this hand, I think.
Okay. So, right off the bat, the favorite of Mythic is already on the ropes here with a double mulligan. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go first. I'm going to play Game Trail showing Mountain.
I'll play Stirring Wildwood, and it's your go.
Mountain go. All right, well, you're not having explosive starts. That's good.
Marsh Flats, and then I will play Birds.
I burn it.
Okay.
This is Pilgrimage. So I'm going to search for 2 basic forests. 1 tapped, 1 in my hand.
Misty Rainforest, fetch Island, and I'll play Night.
The Knight. You've already got lands in it. So that's a 4/4 right now. Okay, interesting. Alright, I think we're going to just do this and pass the turn. Alright, well, I was worried about this deck being too slow, but you have had an unusually slow hand for Mythic Conscription, which often can power out
Colonnade.
Good stuff.
I'll hit you for 4. Yeah, I'll discuss my mulligan decision at the beginning. It might have been a mistake, but it's your go.
Tap. Draw. I will do Magmatic Insight. Is that as additional cost? I will discard Drownyard Temple.
Okay. Oh, that feels good.
Mm-hmm. Draw 2 off of that. Okay. I guess I'll just do a spell mastery version of Nissa's Pilgrimage.
2 lands.
Yeah, and so 2 into my hand, 2 force into my hand, and 1 onto the battlefield.
Interesting. Okay, I think we're gonna go for Broke here. Play Elspeth.
Yikes.
I'm going to +1 her.
Yeah.
And do +3/+3 flying, obviously.
So 4 + 3 is 7.
Yep, take 7.
All right. Moment of truth.
You have 7 cards in hand, so that's pretty good.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a Kozilek's Return followed by a Kozilek's Return. How's that suit you?
That nothing I can do about it, so this guy dies, I think, right?
Let's see, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, I can't do that. Yep, so
Pop, pop.
4 damage to all creatures. And I'll pass the turn.
2, 3. Strong Wildwood becomes a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be a flying forest, which is kind of wrong,
sure.
but
Yeah.
what's going on? And attack you with it.
All
Beep.
right. So that's 6, right?
Yeah.
Man, your deck doesn't even look like it's doing anything, and yet it's still crushing me. All right. So here's the play I was setting up. All right. We've got World Breaker. Green +6. All right, so that's really all I got then. Your turn.
You hitting Strong Wildwood, though?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still not sure how I win this, because
Well, I'm in a bit of an awkward spot here, though. So I'll get a soldier.
Yep.
And I guess I'll play I'll place a Jiri step and just give the soldier pro red until end of turn, I guess. And it's your go.
This is still awkward. So I can't attack you. Because you could just take it, and then the soldier kills me. Yeah, I mean, and then once you have 2 soldiers, well, I can block flying soldiers all day. So yeah, I gotta just say, pass turn.
Forest. Yeah, I'm gonna make another soldier, and I think I will play Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
And then it'll be your turn.
All right, I am going to tap this to draw 2 cards. And then I'm also going to pay 3 to get that land back from my graveyard. All right. Okay, and then let's start the turn and tap, draw. Okay. All right, so I'll play this, discard a Drownyard Temple, and draw 2 cards. All right, so we do. Oh man, what are you at with Elspeth? You're at 8. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
I hadn't even thought about that emblem, but yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Start winning me the game.
Chandra.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll throw it on a mana leak, but I don't have enough for 2. So.
Okay, so I can do 1 damage to each creature.
Yeah, that's all you do, and kill all my guys.
And then I attack Elspeth.
For 5?
Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on. You're almost at Colonnade mana.
Yeah, if I get a forest, I can colonnade and kill you, I guess.
A forest or any land.
Any land that comes into play and taps, yeah.
Motherfucker. Wow. All right, well, this is what it all comes down to. Do I ding Elspeth, hoping you don't draw a land? Yeah, I think I'm going to attack Elspeth. I really don't want you to have indestructible, guys.
Okay.
See what happens.
My turn?
Yeah.
Weep. Cash money, young money. What's happening?
You get it?
Yep.
All right.
I'll just get another dude.
Yep. Soldier time.
It's your turn.
Okay. Good things. Okay. So, Tormenting Voice, discarding Drownyard Temple, drawing 2 cards. I will -1 to kill the soldier. 1 damage to all creatures, and I'll get rid of Elspeth.
So here's a question. That may be the correct move, but recall that you can also +1 make 2 elementals and hit Elspeth, and she'll take damage, and you'll have a blocker up.
That's what I want to do. I'm gonna do
You want to do this? Okay.
Yeah.
My turn.
Tis. Did I play land? Wait. I don't think. I didn't play a land, so let me add a land. All right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Think. Oh, come on. Your turn.
Okay. You have 4 cards in hand. Holy cow. Okay. No joke. Well, end step, we'll get some drown yards back. I'll draw. So I will +1 Chandra and attack you for 5 + 6. It's 11.
Yeah. Turn.
And play forest, and I'll say go.
Okay. Dude. I'll just think.
All right. Whew.
Yeah.
So the reason I chose that is because I had, if you dropped a land and played Colonnade, I had a way to deal with it.
You probably had one of the instant speed kill spells, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
The Fall of the Titans or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got a Celestial Colonnade as my last draw, but it was I was sitting on a bunch of mana leaks and
So Mythic Conscription is actually our number one seed in this tournament, just because Cawblade and Mythic have reliably gotten into quarterfinals or semifinals for many, many years. We've been doing this tournament for a long time, and so
I mean, I might have had a bad.
just earned a lot
I
of
was
points.
just thinking the first opening hand I had Noble Hierarch and Sovereigns of Lost. I had like Birds and Sovereigns, but I also had an Eldrazi Conscription in my hand. I was like, maybe let's get something better than this, and then I molded it into stuff that was. That final game I had 2 Sovereigns at the end. I just didn't have any mana to cast them.
It's true you don't want a subscription in your hand, but if the other 6 are fine, you have to kind of run it. But
yeah.
All right, I don't know about sideboarding here, so I'm gonna have to.
I'm just wondering if I even sideboard against you. Like I think Celestial Purge. The thing is, I can hit Chandra with that, but a lot of your stuff is also immune to that.
And your counter spells are pretty good. Chandra costs 6, so you can usually counter it.
The question is, though, do I anticipate you siding out Chandra against me? Because you can do that. You can just side out all your red threats and put in green stuff, and you're still fine. And the question is, do I put in Bejuga Bog to get rid of your Drown or Temples? I don't think I care.
I have the anti-colonnade spell, Rending Volley. Can't be countered, 4 damage to a white or blue creature.
Tracker's just good generally. But
I'm not sure how necessary the goggles are in this deck, but I guess that's just how you get the extra value. But it costs 5. I mean, the game is like so close to over before I even get to play that.
Yeah, it's either you stabilize or I run you over before then, probably. I wonder if I try and counter your ramp. I could have done that, and maybe that would have been a good idea. But I think I could have done that at one point last game.
So I can just keep wasting. I think wasting away your mana ramp is a good strategy for me.
Yeah, I mean, it worked last game.
Yeah, I don't know what to remove. Dude, I don't know. This is really hard. I have 4 cards too many. I definitely want to burn your mana dorks.
I don't think you cut any burn. I think you maybe cut 2 traverses and 2 goggles or something like that, or maybe cut 1 Fall of the Titans or something like that.
The Fall is a little risky because you have counter spells, so I can't use all my mana for it.
Yeah.
I think I cut at least one of those. And then I don't have things that can target your planeswalkers. So when you get Elspeth, your Super Friends thing is tough for me. Because I guess a Tarka can target it, but man, this is tricky. What do I do if you get a Sovereign of Alara out? That's pretty hard to deal with.
You can double. It's pretty hard for you to kill, yeah. It's actually only 5 toughness. It's not that big, but if Kozilek's return comes out of graveyard, you kill it.
All right, we're gonna try this.
All right.
So one of the things that's crazy about Ultimate Standard is that your sideboard is not at all tuned for your opponent's deck, so you sort of have to wing it and figure out what makes sense. And
well, I think I might have sideboarded poorly, but we'll figure this out as we go. All right, I'll try and make this work.
You are down a game. Don't knock the top seed out with a bad mulligans and bad sideboarding. I think I have to mulligan.
I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not great, but it's interesting and different from my last hand.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Your step, and it'll be your go.
All right, game trail untapped. I'll show you that I have a forest. Go ahead.
Yeah, forest. Well, sorry, Misty Rainforest. Fetch. It's gonna get me a forest, and I'll play a Lotus Cobra. It's your go.
Your turn.
Islands. I will make a blue with Lotus Cobra.
Yeah.
Jace.
Jace resolves.
I will Fate Seal you, I guess. You have that on top. You can put that on bottom. I don't know if it's something you wanted. And then I will move to attack after that and hit you for 2.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this. 2 damage each creature.
Bonk.
Your turn.
I will play another Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
I'll brainstorm, actually.
Okay.
Thanks. Verdant Catacombs. Add a green to my mana pool. I'll fetch, actually. Forced into play. Add another green to my mana pool. Play Explore.
Nice. Right,
I'll play Colonnade.
okay.
I'll add green to my mana pool and play Noble Hierarch with it.
Ugh, wow. Okay.
And it's your go.
Attempt to play Nissa's Pilgrimage.
I will actually shut that down.
Your turn.
I'll play a little more aggressively here. I'm not sure if shutting down your ramp is the correct decision, but
Well, mana leaks get bad after I ramp, so it is sort of a no-brainer, because if you wait for me to ramp, then your mana leaks don't work.
I will 0 Jace. You are now officially in Problemsville. Combat.
Okay.
Attack you with a single creature.
Wow, you got it.
Yeah. So you're gonna take, how much does Conscription
10.
add here?
That's 10. So I'll take 12 plus an
13.
Exalted is 13.
No, you take 14 actually. 2 Exalted triggers, plus 2 for the Cobra, plus 10.
Oh, because Sovereigns is Exalted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're gonna go down to 4.
not much that
I
can bring me
foresee
back from this.
possible problems in your future,
Yeah.
i.e., I think you're dying. I don't know how you get out of this one.
Traverse the Ulvenwald. Exactly what I need.
Well, your problem is, like, your deck has ways to get out of it. Well, I don't know if you can kill this thing very effectively once it's like a 12/12 or whatever it is. Yeah. Just insta-Castine. Yeah, you didn't have enough mana.
Well, I was playing a land every turn. I just didn't have any acceleration. But this deck, that you countered my acceleration. Yeah. And that only
Yeah, I was wondering if I should have done that game 1, and I think that the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Stop you from getting all those extra lands.
Um,
This game, you just didn't have enough time. I don't think it really mattered what. I don't think there was any like hand you could have had
that's
for
why
that game.
That's why Mythic Conscription is so good, because it's just so fast. And that's.
I mean, you
what
did
I'm
have
trying
the
to think.
board wipe, but I just re-stabilized afterwards. You needed to kill that. You need to like kill my mana dorks immediately. I mean, once I got Jace down, things got a little more complicated.
I'll keep this.
I'll keep 2.
Go ahead.
Colonnade, and then it'll be your go. Forest. Tap. Lotus Cobra.
And Step
And that's
Fire
your go.
Impulse.
Rip.
Yeah.
Lotus Cobra, we hardly knew you.
Your turn.
Catacombs. Fetch. Forest. And it'll be your go after that.
That's a 3/3 knight.
Yep.
Let's do a heat run. Your turn.
I will fetch. Jace.
Yeah.
And I will brainstorm. I will pass turn to you.
No attacks?
No attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right on curve.
Where's the damage going?
Jace. 5 to Jace, I guess. Your turn.
But I was going to activate Knight anyways and get a Plains.
Oh, that's why you weren't attacking, right?
Yeah. I had some stuff I wanted to get rid of, so. All right. Noble Hierarch.
Okay.
Exile the dragon.
Ah, the Purge. You had to have that, because that was going to be pretty good for me.
Yeah, but I had that before. That was not a top deck or anything like that. Yeah, and I'll hit you for 5 with the Knight.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 damage to everybody.
No.
And then 3 damage to the Knight. All right, we've got a game. We've got a game 3. It's not a blowout. Things can happen.
I got some decisions to make. Yeah, I think I'd just go with another knight, actually. Sure, go. Well, I mean, you did invest a lot to kill the first one, so.
This is Pilgrimage.
Yep, you probably have Spell Mastery, right? So you get 3 forests,
Yeah,
1 into
3.
play tapped.
I haven't played a land yet, so I can also play a land. Tormenting Voice. Come on, tap. All right. Tormenting Voice. Discarding a forest. Drawing 2 cards.
You need, yeah, you did tap, right? Okay.
And no, I think I will play my other land. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll play the other land. Yeah.
I'll play Jace.
Man. All right. So
Brainstorm.
9 mana against 4 mana, but you've got Jace.
Forest. Birds. Yeah, and I'll hit you with the knight. So take 4.
Okay.
So go.
Looks like you can't counter anything, so I can have some fun. All right, we'll take Colonnade from you, and everybody gets 5 damage before it comes into play.
Rip.
That was fun. Go. Wow. Could Mythic get knocked out? I'm starting to get hopeful. Why do I want to always knock out the... I guess I like underdogs. Mythic has not gotten its super fast starts except for game 2. So out of 3 games, it got 1 fast start.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, 0 Jace. Knight.
Man, your third one.
Colonnade. Basically, like complete reset of board, -1 birds. And then it's going to be your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Your knight is a 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to do Goggles. And I'm going to use red to play 2 Kozilek's Returns. So it's going to copy that.
Bam, bam.
So that'll kill the knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can attack Jace.
Jace dies.
And it's your turn. Oh, man. Underdogs in effect.
Well, forest, fetch, play Elspeth,
Ah, okay.
and get a soldier.
Yep. 5.
She's at 5.
Elspeth is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you have enough for Colonnade in the future. Interesting. Okay.
It's your turn. I'll just after that.
End step, I'm going to Rending Volley the Soldier.
Aww. Alright, well.
It can't be countered. Then I'm going to attack Elspeth.
She did.
I'm going to sack the Hedron Archive.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 2 cards. The nice thing about it's with Sovereign Zalara, you do have to attack to get it to go off. You're not going to be able to do that with Colonnade. So I've got you in a good position from that point of view. I think I will just play another Hedron Archive, and I'll pass the turn.
Colonnade. Sovereigns.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay. This is a great game, actually.
Yeah. I feel really nervous, but you do have to have an answer here. If you have an answer here, you're in an amazing position. But
I don't think I do. So, Sovereigns kills me when it attacks if I don't have a blocker.
actually, if you block with World Breaker, you don't die immediately. I don't think Sovereigns is big enough. That's 15 damage. You block 7, you take 8. I mean, it's super bad for your life. You're pretty much dead, actually, because you have nothing to deal with it once Conscription's
Oh,
on
you're
there.
saying I don't die immediately. Okay.
You don't die instantly, yeah.
It does give trample?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so now I have to think, what are my outs, I guess? Oh, drawing into something with Hedron Archive is my out. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
want. So that's what we have to hope happens, I think.
Well, if you don't have an answer right now, you have to sack the archive and draw stuff. I mean, this.
Yeah, so we sack the archive. Here it goes.
Go to.
Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sad face. Okay. That was not good. Once the Alara has a +10 on it,
There's like no way you can kill it at that point. I don't think.
don't think so.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe if you follow the Titans like copied. I'm trying to think how big you can. You'd have to deal like 15 damage to this thing to kill it, which you can do with goggles, I guess. If you like ramp this turn, block, and then just, do massive follow the Titans at it. With attack, it would have to be. Because
Right,
you'd want to play
Maybe
that
I
now.
can. Maybe I can set up an amazingly lucky next turn.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming you don't have an answer right now from the way you're.
yeah, I don't.
You don't have any more card draw or anything like that either.
I do. So, but it's costly. I guess this is a chance. Yeah, let me think about that.
I mean, if you can hit a rending volley, then you got it, right?
You're
But
right.
I don't
You're
know
right.
exactly.
You're right. Yeah, that's
I don't know.
the out. Okay, so I haven't played a land yet, right? Let's see. No.
I don't think so.
So Cinderglade comes in untapped. I can do 5 for Goblin Dark Dwellers. I'm gonna cast. I guess I do Tormenting Voice from my graveyard, and hope I get something, right?
Yeah, that feels pretty rough. Rending volley is not quite enough because you're not casting it with the goggles, right?
Or do I use Pyromant? No, I can't because I'm casting it for free. So I can't use goggles to copy the Tormenting Voice.
No.
So we
Otherwise, you just do rending volley.
the Tormenting Voice is free, but I am casting it, so I do have to discard a land. And then we draw 2. Here we go. 1, 2. And we get... What the hell? All right, well, I can... Jesus. So with Trample, I have to eat up...
A lot of damage.
With Trample and Exalted, that's 16 or 15 damage coming in.
Yeah, you probably block with World Breaker.
But you also have a Celestial Colonnade you could throw at me.
No, I have to attack alone.
Oh, you do. Okay. So, yeah, so 15. So so I can live if I block with the World Breaker. That's interesting. Maybe I could turn around a huge weird thing. Okay, so
What could it be?
what could it be? All right. Here we go.
This might hurt slightly.
Oh, okay. Elspeth?
So, let's see.
Elspeth wins, doesn't it?
And I will play Elspeth. That was actually a top deck.
So if you +3 the sovereigns, okay,
I'm
that
not
wins.
sure you does. Let's see.
That wins.
4, 5, 18. Yeah, no, that kills you. I swing. and I
18
get
minus 7
Conscription.
is 18 minus 7 is 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
You named it. You had to jinx yourself. I didn't have the Elspeth in hand. You're like, well, if he gets an Elspeth, it's instant over, and I immediately top deck one.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So Mythic Conscription managed to work its way out of a bad situation. That was a good job. Goggles is gone. We concede, and nothing too exciting in upsets has happened after all.
It's pretty close.
It was close. It was close because I had. So I chose to use my rending volley on the soldier so I could take out Elspeth.
Yeah, that was actually a deliberate decision on my part.
Right.
You saw me like ruminating on my turn for a second. I could have made Sovereigns that turn. I'm like, well, in the case he's got something mean, let's try and play Elspeth first and bait out removal because she doesn't matter that much. And then the rending volley came down, and then I did Sovereigns the next turn. But if you had kept the rending volley back, I think you had goggles at that point.
So you were
So
the
I
reason I
decided-
did it was because Elspeth was at 5. So it was my one chance to just take out Elspeth with a single attack. If I waited till Elspeth got to 6, then it got more complicated. So,
I just figured, the soldier might eat removal if you wanted to take out Elspeth, which means there's lower odds of the sovereign getting hit. I was unsure whether I wanted to do that because it was giving you an extra turn, and you actually drew a bunch of cards, but you sacked your Hedron Archive.
I also wonder, maybe I should have sacked my Hedron Archive earlier to get a little advanced on the. I could have sacked it earlier. Yeah, interesting. That was interesting. I thought I was going to get you. It was good that you could deal with the Tarka. That was the early game important part.
Super secret sideboard deck. I only put 2 of those into my deck actually, not all 4. But it's like you played a Tarka, and it was kind of funny. I had that in my hand for like a couple of turns, and I was just like, yeah, this thing's not very scary. I'm just gonna kill it. What are you gonna do?
All right, so Mythic Conscription, as expected, advances to the next round, and will have to beat either Green Devotion or Bant Golos to make it into the quarterfinals.
So
we'll see.